Hello, Immortal News family, and welcome back to our channel. In the last 24 hours, we have received the somber news of the passing of extraordinary talents, and today's episode is dedicated to honoring their memory. Before we start, we kindly ask for your support. If this video or the legacies of these remarkable individuals have touched your life, please consider giving this video a thumbs up as a sign of respect and remembrance. Thank you. Number 6. It is by small and simple things that great things are brought to pass. This scripture was often quoted by Russell M. Nelson, and fittingly described the way he changed millions of lives through quiet, steady service across a remarkable century. Russell M. Nelson, beloved global leader and renowned heart surgeon, passed away peacefully at age 101. He left a legacy that will be felt for generations. Before becoming the 17th president of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, Nelson revolutionized heart surgery. As part of the team that developed the heart-lung machine, he helped make open-heart surgery possible, changing the face of modern medicine. He then trained doctors and saved lives across continents. In his faith leadership, Nelson's impact ran even deeper. He served as a church apostle for decades, then was called as prophet and president of the church in 2018. Even in his 90s, he traveled the world, visited over 30 nations, and led lasting reforms. He advocated for the correct name of the church, expanded roles for women, lifted policies to embrace more families, and emphasized unity and inclusion. Under his leadership, over 200 temples were announced or dedicated, bringing sacred spaces closer to church members across the globe. During the global pandemic, Nelson offered hope and healing. Through heartfelt messages and personal prayers, he encouraged peace, gratitude, and faith. In 2023, he was awarded the Gandhi King Mandela Peace Prize for his international humanitarian work. But those who knew him best remember his kindness. He was quick with a warm smile, gifted at listening, and guided by love. He valued each person, whether in a surgical room or a sacred meeting. Fellow leaders and public figures continue to honor him. One tribute read, "President Nelson never sought praise. He just kept moving forward, with vision, with faith, and always with love." He is survived by his beloved wife, Wendy, 10 children, and a large and grateful family. While his passing was peaceful, the sorrow is deep. Russell M. Nelson's life was a rare blend of science and spirit. His work prolonged physical life, his faith lifted eternal hope, and his heart touched the world. Tributes to Russell M. Nelson. Number 5. It was never about me. It was always about bringing the game to life for the fans. That's how Ray Lane once described his approach to broadcasting. And for more than 6 decades, he did just that, bringing energy, heart, and clarity to every call. Ray Lane passed away peacefully at the age of 95. Behind those iconic broadcasts was a man as generous and grounded as he was talented. He was a true steward of the game. A Detroit native through and through, Ray's passion ignited early. He played baseball and basketball in high school, then suited up for Michigan State University while earning a degree in communications. But it was behind the microphone where he found his calling. He teamed with the legendary Ernie Harwell to call Detroit Tigers games during some of the city's most memorable years. That voice, steady, sharp, and sincere, narrated the 1968 World Series and helped uplift a city during a time of unrest. To Red Wings fans, he was Razor, the voice that carried the team to the Stanley Cup victory in 1997. But Ray didn't limit himself to one sport. He called games for the Lions, Pistons, and college teams across Michigan. His versatility was unmatched. Twice honored as Michigan Sportscaster of the Year, Ray Lane was inducted into the Michigan Sports Hall of Fame and received the Ernie Harwell Lifetime Contribution Award. In 2009, Michigan declared Ray Lane Day, a symbol of the joy he brought to fans across generations. More than the stats and scores, people remember how Ray made them feel. He mentored young broadcasters and always made time for community causes. His warmth reached beyond the broadcast booth. The Detroit Red Wings called him a master storyteller. The sports media community called him a giant. And Michigan fans simply called him a friend. Ray Lane passed from natural causes, leaving behind a voice that shaped the soul of Michigan sports. His influence won't fade. It will echo in every cheering crowd and every crack of the bat. Tributes to Ray Lane. Number 4. Service isn't what you do, it's who you are. These words, spoken by a close colleague of Myron Lowery, capture his life perfectly. Myron didn't just serve his community, he lived for it. His presence shaped Memphis in ways that will be remembered for generations. Myron passed away peacefully in September 2025 at the age of 78. His loss is felt deeply across Memphis and beyond. Born in Columbus, Ohio, and raised in Poindexter Village, he moved to Memphis for college and never looked back. A graduate of Lemoyne-Owen, with later degrees from NYU and UT, Myron believed in the power of education to uplift lives. He began as a teacher in New York City, then pursued journalism, becoming the first African-American reporter at WMC-TV. For over a decade, he delivered powerful stories, including a pivotal report that helped save a Mississippi hospital. In 1991, he joined the Memphis City Council. He served 5 terms as chairman and even held the role of mayor pro tem in 2009. His guidance across 3 decades of service helped shape city policy, encourage unity, and open doors for future leaders. He also spent 17 years with FedEx in corporate communications, taking his voice global, while remaining committed to his local roots. Among his many honors, he was named one of the 10 outstanding young men in America. That same list once included legends like Elvis Presley, and it's a reminder of just how far Myron's influence reached. But more than titles or offices, he'll be remembered for his heart. Colleagues called him a bridge builder, a mentor, a man whose calm and wisdom brought people together. He stood for community, diversity, and progress. His son Mikkel carries forward that torch, honoring the values his father lived by every day. Myron's passing followed a brief illness. Though he is gone, his impact lives on in every neighborhood he fought for and every cause he championed. As one city leader shared, he didn't just lead Memphis, he loved it. Tributes to Myron Lowery. Number 3. Viv didn't just play drums. He took them on an adventure every night. That quote from a fellow bandmate captures the wild brilliance of Viv Prince, whose fearless style lit up a generation. Passing away at 84 in the Algarve, Portugal, Viv's departure in early September 2025 left behind a rhythm that still echoes through British rock history. He died peacefully in his home, after a lifetime lived on his own terms. Known best for his time with the Pretty Things during the explosive era of the 1960s, Prince redefined what it meant to be a drummer. With sticks flying, hair wild, and laughter always nearby, he didn't just perform, he exploded on stage. His unpredictable antics, like marching off stage mid-show or setting off firecrackers, made headlines and blew minds. Before that iconic chapter, he honed his chops in jazz scenes, first alongside his jazz musician father, Harry Prince. Rock came calling in the early 60s. By the time he joined Carter Lewis and the Southerners and later the Pretty Things, his unique style was already in full force. Viv helped shape the band's early sound, playing on albums that became touchpoints of gritty, rebellious British rock. He inspired drummers like Keith Moon, who closely studied his showmanship. Jimi Hendrix was among the legends Viv rubbed shoulders with, reportedly rehearsing for the first time in the UK at Viv's Soho club Knuckles. Many tried to follow in his footsteps. Few could keep up. From jam sessions with Paul McCartney to being considered for the Jeff Beck group, his talent always turned heads. Even off stage, Viv stayed true to his offbeat path, once aligning with the monster raving loony party and always offering a cheeky smile or clever comeback. Jack White confirmed the news of his passing with heartfelt respect, while the Pretty Things themselves had already paid tribute years ago in a track named after him, Viv Prince. Viv Prince may be gone, but the music, madness, and magic he brought to the stage are immortal. He shaped not just a sound, but an attitude, a thunderous blend of talent and cheek that inspired thousands. Tributes to Viv Prince. Number 2, I never raced to be the fastest. I raced to keep building. These words from Enzo Osella capture a spirit that fueled decades of innovation, resilience, and passion in motorsport. Enzo passed away at the age of 87, following a brief illness. A beloved figure in the racing world, his journey from a humble garage in Volpiano to the global stage of Formula One is a story of grit and heart. He began by fixing cars in his family's workshop, then took to the track himself, first as a co-driver, then behind the wheel. He didn't just drive fast, he built fast. His talent caught the attention of Carlo Abarth, where he refined his skills as a test driver and engineer before forging his own path. In 1965, Enzo founded Osella Course. What followed was a string of victories in sports car racing, including the European 2-liter Sports Car Championship and a win at the legendary Targa Florio. But it was his leap into Formula One in 1980 that defined a generation. Osella's team may not have rivaled the giants, but they stood tall. With 132 Grand Prix entries and point-scoring finishes in San Marino and Dallas, Enzo proved that passion could take you to the world stage, no matter your resources. Behind the numbers was a man known for humility, quiet strength, and deep loyalty. He mentored young drivers, guided engineers, and never stopped pushing boundaries. Long after leaving Formula One, he continued evolving the Osella brand, keeping it alive through hill climb racing and continued innovation. Motorsport Week wrote, "Enzo Osella dies but does not vanish. His legacy as one of F1's most recognizable minnows of the 1980s secure." That legacy isn't just about engines and finishes, it's about endurance, belief, and love for the race. Enzo is survived by his family, who have not yet shared details on services. He may no longer stand trackside, but every Osella car roaring up a hill is a quiet reminder of the man who dared to build, race, and dream. Tributes to Enzo Osella. What's trending on the internet? News 1. If you're a fan of film and television, you'll recognize the name Stephen Gyllenhaal, an accomplished director who's brought us beloved works like A Dangerous Woman, Losing Isaiah, and hit shows such as Rectify and Blue Bloods. At 75, Stephen recently opened up about a personal journey, sharing his diagnosis of prostate cancer after experiencing a startling and sudden symptom while swimming with his youngest son. Despite years of routine doctor visits monitoring prostate health, his diagnosis came after a near 3-day struggle that landed him in the hospital. Through it all, Stephen's spirit remains strong, and he continues to inspire not only his family, including his Oscar-nominated children, Jake and Maggie, but also the millions touched by his artistry. Stephen Gyllenhaal's legacy shines brighter than ever, reminding us how creativity, resilience, and love for family can light the way, no matter what challenges life may bring. News 2. If you've followed the heartwarming TLC series, Meet the Putmans, you know just how special this Michigan family is, living all under one roof and sharing laughs, challenges, and endless Sunday dinners together. Today, the internet is filled with messages of support and sympathy for the Putmans after a tragic car accident claimed the lives of Bill and Barb Putman, lovingly known as Papa and Nene, as well as their daughter-in-law Megan. 5 other family members, including Blake, Lulu, Alina, Noah, and young Gia, are recovering in the hospital, with encouraging signs that the children, especially Noah and Gia, are slowly healing. The Putmans have always shown us the beauty and the strength of family ties, a lesson that rings truer than ever in this difficult hour. In their statement, the family thanked everyone for their prayers and acts of kindness, drawing comfort from their faith and from each other. As we remember Bill, Barb, and Megan, let's celebrate the love and legacy they built, a true reminder that family is life's greatest blessing. News 3. If you've been online lately, you might have seen Bachelorette alum Katie Thurston sharing updates about her health journey, and it's inspiring many across the country. At just 34 years old, Katie recently revealed she's facing stage 4 breast cancer that has spread to her liver. Despite no family history and only a small lump as the first sign, the diagnosis came as a shock, but Katie has chosen to share both the challenging moments and her determination to keep going. Her husband, comedian Jeff Arcuri, has become her constant support, even putting his comedy career on pause to be by her side for treatments and appointments. Together, their laughter and love shine through, reminding us all of the power of family during tough times. Katie has spoken honestly about her struggles with memory loss and other side effects, but she's also a voice for hope, encouraging early self-checks and staying proactive about health. On National Cancer Survivors Day, Katie shared that every day she's here, she feels like a survivor, and she's cheering on others to take care of themselves too. As Katie faces life with bravery and humor, her story touches hearts and reminds us to never discount the strength we can find, even in the toughest moments. She'll surely be remembered as someone who leads with courage and inspires others to do the same. News 4. What an inspiring display of resilience we have for you today. Singer-songwriter Lola Young, just 23 years old, had a bit of a scare at the Governor's Ball Music Festival in New York City when she suddenly fainted on stage. Thankfully, Lola has come forward to reassure everyone she's okay and to thank fans for their kindness and concern. She explained that she hadn't taken enough time to rest or eat amid her busy schedule, but after some medical care and a little self-care, she's back on the mend. It's clear Lola's determination and honesty have only made her fans love her more. Her heartfelt message reminds us all, sometimes, even our brightest stars need a moment to pause and take care of themselves. We're wishing Lola Young plenty of rest and look forward to much more great music from her soon. News 5. Sometimes, even in the face of tragedy, a community's resilience shines the brightest. This morning, Grand Blanc, Michigan came together in a way that truly reminds us of the power of faith and unity. Around 10:30 a.m. during a Sunday service at the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, a sudden and heartbreaking act of violence unfolded. A 40-year-old man from the nearby town of Burton drove his car through the church doors and opened fire as worshipers gathered inside. Quick, courageous action by local officers brought the situation to an end, and the suspect was stopped before more harm could be done. Our hearts go out to all those affected, and especially to the families mourning a loved one today. Through their sorrow, the Grand Blanc congregation is finding strength in each other, supported by neighbors near and far. As they begin to heal, their message of hope and kindness is a reminder that compassion and unity endure no matter what. News 6. If you've ever called Arizona home, you know just how quickly the weather can change. But nothing prepared the close-knit town of Globe for the flash floods that struck this weekend. Officials have confirmed that at least 4 lives were lost, and several beloved members of the community remain missing as crews continue courageous search and rescue efforts. Many roads and businesses, including historic downtown spots and local shops, endured swells of water, and residents like Mark Boyce, who's lived in Globe for 40 years, described the flooding as the most intense he's ever seen. Through it all, the heart of the Globe community has shone brightly. Neighbors helped deliver sandbags, volunteers offered comfort, and emergency teams worked tirelessly to keep everyone safe. Mayor Al Gameros has urged folks to stay patient as the rescue continues, and has extended his gratitude to those lending a helping hand. Even as Globe faces this tough chapter, they remind us of the power of coming together when it matters most. The community spirit and resilience will be remembered long after the floodwaters recede, and the legacies of those lost will be honored in the stories and memories carried forward. News 7. Sometimes, life's surprises arrive in the most unexpected ways. For 32-year-old Carolina Shino, a mother in the UK, what she thought was a routine part of recovery after experiencing a miscarriage turned out to be something far more serious. A small lump that she initially believed was just another symptom of her recent loss was actually breast cancer. Carolina's story is a powerful reminder of the importance of listening to your body and seeking answers when things don't feel right. After the lump persisted, Carolina trusted her instincts and reached out to her doctor. Her diagnosis was not easy, but she met cancer head-on, supported by her loving family and a caring medical team. Today, Carolina is focusing on her health and sharing her journey to encourage others to get checked when something seems off. Her experience shows us all that vigilance and hope can lead to early detection and a better chance for recovery. Carolina's bravery inspires us all to celebrate life's resilience, reminding us to cherish our health, advocate for ourselves, and support one another, no matter what challenges we face. Number 1. A veces en la vida uno no elige los caminos te eligen a ti. Kamucha Negrete 11 said these words with a smile that still lingers in the memory of those who loved her. At 80 years old, Kamucha Negrete leaves behind a legacy woven into the fabric of Peruvian entertainment. Over 5 decades, she became one of the most enduring and beloved figures in television, theater, and radio. Born in the heart of Iquitos, her powerful voice and magnetic presence first lit up the screen in iconic telenovelas like Maria Emilia, Querida, Pobre Diabla, and La Mujer de Lorenzo. Viewers connected with her strength, sincerity, and the unmistakable warmth she brought to every role. She seamlessly crossed from acting into hosting, becoming a household name on shows like Kamucha y Tú, Utilísima, and Confesiones. On the radio, her calming and familiar tone became a companion to thousands, sharing stories, thoughts, and emotion. Beyond the spotlight, Kamucha was cherished for her kindness, humor, and unwavering dedication. Colleagues recall her as a guiding light in a demanding industry. Her presence inspired generations of artists to lead with empathy and passion. Her final stage performances in Los Monólogos de la Vagina left lasting impressions on theatergoers. Even as her health declined, she radiated grace and courage, ultimately stepping back from the stage only when necessary. Kamucha passed away peacefully, surrounded by her beloved husband Enrique Colantes and their family, following a difficult battle with liver cancer. In the days since, an outpouring of tributes has filled social media. Her family shared, "Her light, joy, and affection will remain forever in our hearts." She was more than a performer. She was a symbol of joy, resilience, and love for life. Peru has lost a treasured voice, but her spirit lives on through her unforgettable work and the hearts she touched. Kamucha Negrete is survived by her loved ones and a nation grateful for her gifts. She gave her all to the world, and the world will not forget. Tributes to Kamucha Negrete. There was never a moment too small to celebrate and no challenge too big to face.